Hey everybody, this is Nick from the ArcadeHunters.com, coming to you once again, 362 3rd Avenue, Modern Pinball, New York City, as featured in the popular Netflix TV series Daredevil. You can see him walking down the streets to play pinball. So, it is Sunday, and no one here except for my good friend, Mr. Alberto. How you doing there, sir?
How are you?
Mr. Sir, we got our many technicians here at Modern that keep the games running oh so nice, oh so beautiful. So since I'm the only one here, I figured I will go through and take a look at the current lineup. So there's been a little bit of changes. So we have, first off, we have KISS. The newest code was just put in that added in ticket redemption and also the interactive banner. One of the things they did up here is the Star Child shot, and they made it much easier to get the Star Child multi-ball. It went from maybe you would get it once per game, and now you can get it twice a ball if that's what you're going to go for. So a lot of people will just abuse that shot over and over again. So still a lot of fun. Hopefully they'll find a way to balance it out. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's going to be good. Next to it, the Bally Kiss. We're just in the middle of trying to fix this up. This is part of their Super League that they do here. So come here, you can join the Super League and play games with a whole bunch of people. Yeah, Williams White Water is here. We're in a nice... Over here is the Metallica that I just recently put the video up on, and you might notice something a little different with this. That's right. They put in LED lights on it, so now it is pretty much the way it should look. The original incandescence on it, I know a lot of people are fans of the original incandescence, but it doesn't do really any favors for the artwork that Dirty Donnie did with, you know, being a dark blue playfield. It made it just look really dingy. I didn't really like the way it looked. Now over here we got the WrestleMania. It's running, they're doing the King of the Ring tournament that's being sponsored by Stern themselves, so if you play it, WWE WrestleMania, and you get a good score, you get put into a national ranking, and the winner at the end of the tournament is going to win a free Stern pinball machine. Very nice. So we get Viper Night Driving from Sega. This one is pretty much, I think, the only second one of Viper that I've seen. The thing that's special on this one, you might notice, under these ramps, yeah, those are black lights. So there's actually pinballs that they had made for this game that they call them glow balls. So they look white when you're playing with them, kind of like a Powerball from Twilight Zone. But when the black light is turned on, they'll glow green. So the one problem with this is those are very hard to come by, and they did get some new ones. But yeah, it says featuring the amazing glow ball. But they get really dirty, so dirty balls. We have the Pro Edition of The Walking Dead from AMC, from John Borg. They went through and they completely redid the code top to bottom. This game plays so much better, man. Absolutely love it. Been having a lot of fun with it, a lot of different ways to score. There's Xenon, she's talking to me. Got Big Buck Hunter Pro Edition. Now, unfortunately, with Big Buck Hunter, the main toy of the game, as you can see, is the buck. And he'll move back and forth, and you want to try to shoot him, and that's one of the main modes of the game. Unfortunately, this came out, what year did this come out? It doesn't have a year on it. Where's the year? Okay, right here. They put these all in all their new games. They put manufacturer, 2009. Now, unfortunately, with Big Buck Hunter, there's a mechanism in the side of the buck that is broken, and Stern doesn't make the part anymore. So, I'm pretty much going to be seeing the last of Big Buck Hunter. Been talking about probably bringing in the new Game of Thrones at the end of the month. Now, over here is Simpsons Pinball Party with the brand new...
I like fun!
Oh, thank you. There's Ralph. The colored DMD on it, looking really, really nice. I like they put in the regular mode so it looks like dots. They have one that they call a high definition mode, which I don't know, it looks like it's smeared to me. I don't really like the way it looks. I'd rather have it like that with the original color dots. It looks really nice. Definitely check those guys out over at Color DMD. They have they support a lot of different games from Williams and Stern and stuff like that. So they're constantly always making new games. They even just did World Poker Tour, which you're going to be saying. Over here is the Avengers. This is the one of the limited blue editions. There is also Hulk edition, and look at Hulk. And his arm's coming off. This game is just a beast. The biggest problem that I have with this, since it was a George Gomez design, George Gomez did really cool with the rollovers. So he did it in Lord of the Rings, and unfortunately, you can't really see through there. Like if you're playing on here, you can't even see those lights. And you know, on every Avengers, they made those 2 lights LEDs, and it still doesn't matter. You can't see it through. I'm pretty sure that someone did make a conversion that you can actually see through. It's probably clear, but I have no idea. I've never seen one. Terminator 2 Judgment Day from Steve Ritchie. Love this game. Very nice. Actually have over here, they have a mod put in on the Hunter Killer, so it's got the little light bulb underneath. Looks really cool. You can see the head gets smashed up a lot. Another one of the big head games, as we like to call it. This always have the gigantic heads on the back glass. That's Demolition Man. I'm not going to say it this time, so. I got the cars in there that do the little chase. I got the little eyeball. Of course, you have the grips. Someone put these grips onto a Banzai run recently. One of my favorites, Spider-Man from Stern. Very good. This is the original one. Well, it ended up doing very good for them. They ended up making that limited edition Spider-Man Black. It's really, really cool. Next to it is Pat Lawler's final game that he made, CSI. I have an old video that I have to put up of CSI. I haven't gotten it yet. It's very different than you'll see if you go onto our channel. We have an old CSI when the game first came out, so there's a lot of stuff that was not in that video that we took, so hopefully the new one will have a little bit more of the different modes and stuff like that. Got a nice wide body from Bally. It is Paragon. This came out in '78. It's one of the first games with inlane drop targets. And back over here in the corner, he was out in the front for a while, but now he's back over here, is Alvin G. Gottlieb's Punchy the Clown. Super rare game. We know that there was only 103 units of this made. Why do we know that? Because this is number 103. So this is the very rare one that they have here. This is like their high roller one that they have over here, because they want to have something that's a little bit unique that you're not going to see at most other arcades and stuff like that. And I really have no idea how many of the other Punchy the Clowns are even active on location. So, got a play meter. Yeah, they got rid of the other one that was there. Had another thing talking about Steve Epstein, how different friends in the industry. So we got Party Zone. Shout out to my friend Brendan. He's got his Party Zone. With Captain B. Zari over in the middle, we got the Supersonic Robotic Comic and the Poor Crash Test Dummy that just gets the crap beat out of him. You have Theater of Magic, or Theater of Magic. Really, really nice game. I love this one. Super fun, super challenging. And as I've said in previous videos, they did approach the magician David Copperfield about having him star in the game. It was going to be David Copperfield's Theater of Magic, and either his people or he just completely declined them, and kind of a shame because this game ended up being really, really, really good. One of my favorites. So we got Bram Stoker's Dracula from Barry Oshler. Oh my god, this game is super challenging. It's got the lightning bolt flippers on it, so you get a little bit faster play. What I didn't know about this game, that it was originally going to have here on the slingshots, it was going to have Winona Ryder on one side and Keanu Reeves on another, but I guess apparently maybe those two said no, but the rest of the actors are in the game. Brought back again is Whirlwind from Pat Lawler. One of his games over at Williams, really nice. Got the spinning discs on it. Another one from John Borg, we got Avatar. This is a special limited edition. So, unfortunately, yeah, you can see the amp suit is completely broken on it, but it would march up and down, and the link over here that you would lock your ball into opens and closes, has a little action figure of the main character. Forget what the hell his name is. His name is Jake. Okay, thank you, Pinball Machine. I saw it once and I said, I'd rather watch Dance with Wolves. You heard him behind me. It is the Black Knight, the original Black Knight. See, he's got the double tier playfield, which I had no idea about this game. If you actually take this off, I've seen when the folks take this out to clean it, they actually did artwork under it. And I mean, something that you'll never ever see, but they did full artwork on the bottom of it. Really cool. Bally's Xenon. I think I've mentioned it in a previous video, but oh, there she is. The actress that provided Xenon's voice came to Modern Pinball, and they did a little expose about how, like, this is one of the first games that had, full digitized speech and stuff like that. So they brought her back, and she was playing the game, and apparently she still has the same voice. And what's also really cool is they were also original LEDs, those little light bulbs that were on top there. So yeah, they were still using LEDs even back in the 80s, but not very rarely. You have Dr. Dude in his excellent raid for the Silver Ball comic series. Play it over on the Pinball Arcade. There's the Doc. You have the Molecular Myth Master, where the ball bounces around. Sorry about the glare on it, nothing I can do. You have Transformers. This is a combo limited edition. Like I've said with Transformers, I played one regular Pro edition of Transformers. Every other Transformers that I've seen is either one of the combos or a Decepticons LED. I've never seen the Autobots one, but, same game. The only difference is, like, right here, see on the, purple and the red for the Autobots, so cool idea. One of the last ones that George Gomez worked on after, pretty sure right after that it was Avengers, and that was it. Got Monopoly, gotta own it all. Pat Waller, one of my favorites. Rarely ever get to see this one. The bank doors get banged up on this pretty good, but they got it running really nice. Very cool. Fortunately, it's out of order. They're having a problem with the ace in the hole is actually bent up there. Is World Poker Tour. This recently got a color DMD upgrade for it, so if you do own a World Poker Tour, go get yourself that brand new color dot matrix on it. They brought it back. Over here is a AC/DC. This is, of course, the Pro Edition. Why is it the Pro Edition? Yeah, because it's got Angus's face instead of the little demon playfield. And looks like they took the bell portion out because I don't know if the bell was present on the original Pro, because here's the thing, this is an original Pro. Why do I say that? Because, AC/DC did really, really good for Stern Pinball. So, they ended up making a second premium edition called the Lucy that our friend John from Jack Bar has. He has a premium Lucy, but then they made another Pro edition that had the swinging bell pendulum from the limited editions and the premium version. So there's two Pro editions of AC/DC. Another Pro edition is Star Trek from Steve Ritchie, back to form. Very nice. I love the third flipper for the combo on the workshop. He's doing pretty good on this today. Still kicking my ass. Fortunately, the guy's got his jacket on. We got the last game is Mustang. I said about Mustang, yes, this was the game that was featured in the episode of Daredevil. So they actually went underneath and they put something on it to hold the gun. That this was in a it was in a bowling alley. So they actually said one of the guys came over and said, "Hey, can we rent one of the games? We want to use it as a prop in the show." And they took it out to where this bowling alley was. I'm not sure where the bowling alley was here in the city, but they took it out there and they had it featured in the game. They even, at the time, before they put in the pricing card, they had a gigantic, I mean, it took over like almost the whole thing that said Modern Pinball. And if you are very astute and you take a look, you will see it says Modern Pinball on it. So it's there. As you can see right there, they do it all by the hour. 12 for an hour, 20 for 3, or $30 to get yourself an all-day pass and play all day. So there, right again, kids. That is a look over here at Modern Pinball NYC. Come check them out, 362 3rd Avenue. They'll be glad you did. So, once again, your pal Nick from the Arcade Hunters. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.